My name is Julie Kristen, and this is my portfolio. The overarching theme throughout the following three artifacts is the differences and advantages in online assessment versus classroom assessment. By reflecting on my most current experiences that are almost all online assessments and then completing a more traditional observational checklist assessment for this course, I was able to reevaluate the importance of balancing various types of assessments. My portfolio also emphasizes the advantages of online assessments that have been further validated by the journal article. Additionally, regardless if the assessment is online or in the classroom, I must remember that assessments have to align with the standards. My first artifact was my reflection on my recent experiences with assessments, which have been primarily online as both a teacher and a student. And then what stuck out to me from my peers' reflections were two quotes. In general, I see an assessment as a positive thing when done correctly. If a teacher is assessing students in the right ways, they will seldom notice that they are being assessed. And in my head, I go back and forth with the idea of mastery education. Rather than assigning a student a grade, grading them on whether or not they have mastered the content. Now, I definitely agree with a lot of these statements, but I don't entirely agree. And after reflecting on my personal experience of moving to almost all online assessments, these two statements really show that traditional exams and quizzes really won't go away, and it's something that could be incorporated and should be incorporated into classroom assessments because there should be a variety of them. And the peers quote that students will seldom notice that they are being assessed, that really was interesting to me because with most of my assessments, students do know. And so I thought that it was important that I also incorporate some more traditional types of assessments. In particular, the type of assessment would be something like an observational checklist. And that's what I created in artifact number 2. I would be measuring student behaviors after they read an assignment in the textbook, and then they would be in a small group discussing it, and I'd be able to measure different standards in a different way than online assessments. And I think having this variety is really good because that's how we really enhance student mastery is when we provide them with a variety of assessments. And my last artifact is a library article called Classroom versus Online Assessment. This was by Spivey McMillan, and they are both from Clemson University. And the abstract states that these authors examined the efforts and performances of using online versus traditional classroom testing procedures. And their findings were definitely interesting and added to my portfolio because it compared online testing to traditional classroom assessment, specifically to see how each type of assessment affected student efforts and student achievement. The results showed that while effort and performance did not significantly differ, there was a definite positive correlation between study efforts and study achievement. The study results further implied that factors like scheduling and the student's ability to concentrate can improve students' efforts, which would subsequently improve student achievement. The researchers of this study believe that educators who are hesitant to use online exams should not feel inhibited and that they should be encouraged because it could definitely increase student efforts because of the increased flexibility and convenience of online assessments. Furthermore, the article also validated my own experiences of many advantages of online assessments. The detailed monitoring of students during and after the exams, you'll get more accurate feedback to improve future class content and assignments. And lastly, the researchers emphasize that online assessments open up more options and include a variety of ways to give immediate feedback because it would be impossible for a teacher to do that individually to 150 students. And then lastly, my video is accessed through this PowerPoint, and so is my essay that you can see in this Google Doc here. Um, Both as a teacher and a student of online classroom instruction, I kind of consider myself an expert, but after really going through all of this information, I really realized there's always more to learn and there's room to evolve and grow and to pursue that professional development. And some of the main things that I learned that through this portfolio and reflecting on it is that varied assignments are necessary. In general, online assignments seem to have more benefits for both the educator and the students, and regardless of which assessment is created, teachers must align the questions to the standards and use varied approaches. Thank you very much.